Alright, so in today's video, we have the most undateable generation ever. The Gen Z generation. Oh boy, I am afraid.
I swear this generation makes me never want to get into a relationship. So I was out last night at a bar with a few friends, and I ran into a friend I used to know in uni, right? Let's call him Derek. Derek is with two of his friends. He introduces me to, let's call her Jane and Jessica.
Let's call her Jane and Jessica. That's a weird way to call one person. Hello, Jane and Jessica. J and J. J and J actually sounds like a cool nickname, though.
We all introduce ourselves. Hey, I'm Gabriel. Nice to meet you. We're all just chilling, laughing, having a good time, right? So I start talking to Jane, who I think is very attractive. As me and Jane were talking and kind of flirting and getting touchy-feely with each other, her friends are kind of looking at her and me and just like kind of giving us looks, and I didn't really know what that meant, but we'll find out later. And at this point, I think everything's fine, right? But then I go to the bathroom with my friend.
Why are the guys also going to the bathroom together? Okay, first mistake in dating. Don't fucking go to the bathroom together. Like, someone's gonna shit talk while you're gone. First mistake is going to the bathroom, period. Oh, man.
I turn around to him and I'm like, hey man, you know, Jane's actually like a pretty cool girl. I think I'm gonna ask her out. And he just looks at me like, dude, you know she has a boyfriend, right?
What?
Like, what? So I said to her like, look, I didn't know you had a boyfriend and stuff.
What?
And she's just like, yeah, but like, just add my Instagram anyway. And I'm,
oh my fucking god. Why are people like this? Add my Instagram anyway? Excuse you? That is not okay. That is fucked up, man.
just like, bro, loyalty is just not a thing that exists anymore.
I've been saying that as well. Like, I keep saying this. That for some fucked up reason, people just, they're not exclusive until they have an exclusivity talk. And I'm like, that's so fucked up. It should be the other way around. Am I weird that I still think it should be the other way around? Like, that if you're seeing someone and you have a boyfriend, you should be exclusive? Unless you have a talk to not be exclusive? Why do you have to have a talk to be exclusive? Why is it so weird? Why is it turned around?
So many people are just in relationships just because they're afraid to be alone, just so they have someone, but then they act single regardless. I know not everyone's like this, but you have to admit, my generation or just the generation below me, it's just so normal.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, for them it's normal.
I was texting this guy and I was telling him like music is one of the most important things to me, and so he asked me what my favorite song was, and I sent it to him and he was like, oh, I didn't like it, I could barely get through the first minute, I had to turn it off.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
you're blocked now. The fuck?
Why?
Y'all do not know how to speak to women. Why would you say that?
Why would you block him? Reaction is the opposite. I'm like, why would you block him? Bro, people have different music taste. It's okay. It's not a relationship breaker. It's not a deal breaker. Maybe it is for you, but why don't you just tell him like, hey, music matters so much to me that it's literally a deal breaker if you like anything that if you dislike anything that I like? Blocking someone? What the fuck, man?
And I know y'all's dads and y'all granddads were some dogs, but they knew how to speak to women. They knew how to talk to them. They were liars and cheaters. But clearly they knew what the fuck they were doing. Cause
no way she just said that. There is no fucking way she just said that. There is no way, man. They knew how to speak to women. They were liars and cheaters. So you want a liar. You basically want him to go, oh my god, I love the song that you sent me. I loved it so much. It's so good. It's amazing. Do you have any more songs? But the reality is he doesn't actually listen to any of them, and he hates it and he cringes at it and he can't get through it. That's what you want? Like, huh? Bro, what? Why do they hate honesty so much?
they had like 5 different families. Y'all need to do some consulting.
They had 5 different families. Who wants to tell her? That's one, not normal. That's two, fucked up. And three, most people,
Cause y'all not getting bitches this way. I'm sorry.
You know that 44% of Gen Z has little to no dating experience. I see so many people on this app feel so alone in that, and also blame so much of it on hookup culture. But Hinge actually just came out with a date report, and so much of the data disproves so many stereotypes about Gen Z dating, and it's so fascinating. Like, for example, if you didn't know, Gen Z daters are 30% more likely than millennials to believe there's one soulmate for each person.
Yeah, okay. Do tell.
And 39% more likely to consider themselves romantically idealistic.
Yeah, that's yeah, that does say something, all right. One soulmate, romantic, idealistic, forever hopelessly alone. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I found that really surprising. You know what I didn't find surprising at all? The thing that's holding us back the most is our fear of being cringy and our fear of rejection.
Our fear of rejection is holding us back. Oh, really? You don't say. Okay.
It's like not funny at all. I just get that. Like, I definitely used to think it was embarrassing to tell someone how I actually felt about them, which like sounds stupid to say out loud, but especially when I thought everyone else just wanted to hook up and I was actually looking for love. Now that I've read that report and it says that literally 90% of Gen Z is looking for love, it makes me feel so much better. I would definitely recommend checking it out if you are like dating and feeling insecure about things like that. It's very—
So basically, she discovered she could just be honest. I mean, yep. Glad the report helped you figure out that you should be honest with what you're searching for when you're searching for something.
Very reassuring.
There's been this new wave of single Gen Zers that have no idea where to look for their next date.
Yeah, I think that's the entire world, lady. I think that's the entire world. Because people discover dating apps and now they think they can't find dates outside of dating apps.
Because they claim the dating apps aren't working and they have to look lost in Home Depot. But I'm here to be honest with you guys. You do not need to look lost in Home Depot, first of all. Second of all, you guys don't leave your house. How are you expecting to meet new people when you guys just
online,
sit
obviously,
home all weekend, all week? You're either at work or at school, not going out of your way to meet anyone, not going anywhere, not putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
She's not wrong there.
How do you expect to meet anyone that you would possibly want to date if you're always in your house?
She's not wrong there. Like, I know, like, a lot of people are like, Paws, online relationships work just fine, long distance works just fine, I found my soulmate that way. I'm like, yeah, but the chances of actually finding someone worth spending time with is pretty meh. It's pretty meh. And also the fact that you don't leave your house means that you don't actually know how to be in society anymore. And that shows online with how people behave when they ask you weird, inappropriate shit.
The secret is literally to go outside.
Tell us where to actually go.
I'm gonna tell y'all what the problem.
The problem is, I don't actually know where you're supposed to go in America because I hear horror stories about being trapped, about people accusing you of things and just not liking you. But at least here, and apparently in America, you get laughed at for being broke, and you'd go to the park, you'd go to extracurricular activities, like, you know, if you like dancing, you go to dancing. If you like playing an instrument, you can like find a place to learn that with other people and bond over that. You go to the park, you just, you know, you go in places where you don't really spend a lot of money. It's like, yeah. We have places where you can play board games. Like, literally, you go to a board game shop and they have events where you can go to board game nights. That's how I met a lot of my friends. I just went to a board game to buy board games and I saw that they had a table where you could play board games. And I asked about it and they were like, oh yeah, we gather every Friday. And I was like, can I come? And they were like, yeah, sure. Like, but you have social skills. Anyone can have social skills. You just have to realize that no one cares about you as a person. You can be creepy, weird, and some people will be put off. and they'll forget that you ever existed 5 minutes later. You're not someone's main character in their story. You're just a passerby. As soon as you realize that that person that found you really nasty and didn't like you forgot you existed, you'll be so much more liberated. I can't tell you how it is with social anxiety. Like, I understand that some people have panic attacks and some people are very scared of that, and there's like, it's okay to feel that way. Like, it's valid for you to feel that way too. But the only way you can get over that is you. Like, you're the only person that can do that. You have to like realize something has to click in your brain that you can just be cringe, you can just be silly, you can just be honest. And if people don't like it, that's not your problem. That's their problem. As long as you're not doing like, you know, pissing on a tree in the middle of the street in daytime, like some of our drunks do. Then it's kind of like the government's problem, you know? Yeah, you're just a side quest in people's life. Like, they're not going to remember that you were cringy. They're not going to remember that weird interaction that you had with them. Males going to a board game gathering to mingle with other males. There are a lot of women there, bats, at least here. My friend group has so many people that, like, all of us play board games. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. But, like, their wives play board games. Their wives were single when they came to the board game place. A lot of them met up in similar locations and ended up sharing a hobby. Like, a lot of women like board games. It's not just men there. But the problem is, a lot of people don't know to go there. Hence why the video, you know, like, so many people don't know where to go. Which is valid, because it sucks. It's really dependent on your region. I don't know other people having board games in the region. I know people that go to book clubs. I didn't even know book clubs were a thing, but you learn like things that interest you. You kind of like, if you want to go and find and seek out a place, you will. And if you can't seek out a place, you make it yourself. That's the harder part, though, like making your own place.
Problem with dating in this generation is, okay, the problem is the internet has made everybody delusional as fuck.
Yep, I agree.
And see women with the perfect faces and the perfect bodies. And the problem is, sir, you haven't been to the gym in 3 years and you don't ever go to the dentist. You can date a girl with a pudge. You can. You can. You'll be okay. Women get on the internet and see other women being gifted with designer and trips and all of that, and don't be seeing how they getting treated behind closed doors. And it's like, most importantly, your man works at a factory, baby. You're gonna have to be okay with getting gifted flowers and a card, and you should be okay with that. Like, the expectation be up here, and I just want us to be like, like,
yeah, 100% agree with her. Like, so many people are fucking delusional. So many people are literally the Lululand, and she's so right about this. It's like, bro, cut your expectations in half. Stop having super high expectations and not being happy that you're even getting a gift. Like, a gift, you're supposed to just be happy, not look it in the mouth for problems, you know? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, is the saying here. Guys do have lower standards. A lot of guys have the standards of alive.
Let's bring it back in the earth for a second.
Okay, things that annoy me, Gen Z dating scene edition. First of all, we need to talk about the cheating that is just so normalized in our society now. Obviously, cheating has always been a thing since like the medieval times, but the way it's just so normalized now, like, oh yeah, he cheated. Like, every time I hear it, I'm like, it's just not a concept that, like, it's just not something that will ever make sense to me.
I've seen this too, and it's so weird.
Like, just break up with the person. If you really cared about somebody, you wouldn't feel the need to hook up with somebody else or, like, be texting somebody else emotionally and physically. Like, and then when they lie about it too. Like, if I cheated, I'd just be like, yo, like, honestly, I'm trash. Sorry, you deserve better, but I'm gonna tell you about it. Like, I don't know how people can, like, cheat and then still stay with a person and, like, do stuff with a person and act like it never happened. Like, I'd be sick to my stomach. Like, you're an awful person if you continuously do that. Especially, like, guys, girls too, obviously, but guys who, like, think it's funny and they're like, oh yeah, I hooked up with this friend, I smashed this girl, like, she'll take me back. Like, the amount of girls that, like, almost every single girl that I know has been cheated on. I feel like I couldn't.
It's funny because it's the opposite for me. Almost every single guy that I know has been cheated on. But then again, it takes two to tango. So there's gonna be a female cheater and a male cheater most of the times. Not just one side.
Not survive that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was lied to, but it seems like every single person that's been in a relationship in our generation has been cheated on, which is just not.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Like, I keep seeing people talk about cheating like it's not a big deal. Like, what the fuck is happening with Gen Z, man? I think it's because of the fact that they have the whole we're not exclusive and you need to have the talk. Like, honestly. Otherwise, I can't explain it because so many of them are quote unquote cheating, but they don't feel like it's cheating because they're not in a relationship. They're just dating, you know? They're seeing each other, but they're not together. So it goes back to the initial problem. Exclusivity.
Not okay. Like, just break up if you want to get with somebody else. Why would you hurt somebody that much? And I feel like girls
I do agree with the person.
Guys too. Like, people are just so used to it now that they're like, yeah, my ex cheated on me. Like, trauma, blah, blah, blah. Like, that is such a breach of trust. And it just shouldn't be normalized. It's disgusting. Situationships. It depends. Like, if you want to have a little sneaky link for a couple months or whatever, that's fine. But, like, I can break this down into like different parts. Like, first of all, people who like each other but like keep defining their relationship as a situationship, like just date or leave each other alone. Like, why are you
the insecurity? It's like, oh, we're in a situationship. I never understood that. I'll be honest. I just don't understand situationships. Most people just do it because they're freaking afraid.
Wasting everybody's time. Those people that will like keep somebody like wrapped up for like the longest time because they don't want to date them but they want to have them around, then they'll like pop out with like a new boyfriend or girlfriend. It's like, for what? Why are you wasting everybody's time? Like, people who are like, they do relationship stuff, like go on dates, they kiss, they do all that stuff, but they're not a boyfriend and girlfriend. And it's mostly from the guy's side, let's be for real. Like, girls most of the time is like, we get down bad, so we're like, this is who I want to date. And the guy's like,
isn't situationship just a fancy word for cheating? It could be a word for being in a polyamorous relationship as well. Or people that don't want to actually date each other, but they just want to be fuck buddies. It can be a fancy word, like, you know, the sneaky link that she mentioned. Honestly, it sounds more like just cheating. But there are people that just don't want to date. They're not actually dating. They're just fuck buddies. And yeah, they tend to call that a situationship, I think. We used to just call it a booty call and make it clear that it's just a booty call. Because, you know, it made more sense.
No, but we're not together. We're not together, but you're literally like sleeping next to somebody and going out on dates and blah, 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 blah. Doing stuff that like people who are in a relationship do, but you don't want to label on it. Weird. Like, people who have been in that shit for like years. Like, I've seen people who have been in a situation for like 5 to 10 years. I'm like,
what
bro,
the
like,
fuck?
Get a family. Like, move on from this person. Like, they clearly don't want
you should definitely move on, man.
You along for years. I feel like situationships only like work in men's favor and they always win. Honestly, this whole Gen Z hookup culture, it's only men that win from this. Like, I feel like girls are always taking the L. Having multiple side pieces but lying that you don't. Like, I just don't get our generation with this honest.
It's both sides. It's not just men. My experience is literally the opposite. Because all the women well, not all the women, but like my best friend in high school, she would date several fucking men and string them along. One of my friends, like my online friends, she would tell me about her dating relationships and she just wanted to find one person to give her attention, but because she couldn't find anyone to give her attention, she was just like in a dating, like, I don't fucking know, 5 or 6 different dudes and lining them up every other week because they were also busy with a ton of other women, dating a bunch of women. So she was also dating a bunch of men and it was like, oh, sorry, I can't go on Wednesday. I'm seeing Tiffany. How about Thursday? And it's like, oh, on Thursday I'm seeing Jeff. How about Friday? It's just like, I looked at her dating and her dating schedule and the fact that she had to have like an entire fucking board dedicated to the men and when she could see them. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Yeah, you literally she was using a spreadsheet. Like, it was so fucking ridiculous. It's not just men that benefit from it. It's a problem of both sides because you feel like you're losing out. Like, if you're exclusive, and again, it goes back to the initial problem that I said. When did it become normal to not be in a relationship and to be exclusive? When you date each other. Because if you're exclusive to each other by default, and that's the default, you wouldn't have all these fucking issues where you're just kind of like, not together, but like maybe there's a chance, but like I don't know, and you keep your door open, right? And so many people are just like, oh, if I'm dating you exclusively and you're dating 5 other people, I have to compete with 5 other people and win out to be your girlfriend, which is a fucked up mentality because you feel like you're losing out and you feel like you have an unfair situation there. And then you have the other side, right, that goes like, oh, this person is only seeing me, so like I don't need to give them as much attention because I don't need to compete with anyone else. So you end up being strung along and being the sucker in it. So both sides end up dating multiple people because none of them want to feel like they're the loser because it's a shitty place to be. And I'm here like, how about you just normalize dating one person again and having the exclusivity talk as soon as you become a couple? Oh, hi Grim. Welcome.
Steve, like, just be honest about what you're doing. Because I don't get people who like lie about like having like multiple partners, or they're like, oh no, you're the only one I'm seeing, and then they like give somebody like an STD or something. It's like, well, if you're honest, this person wouldn't have trusted you as much, let you do certain things that you weren't supposed to be doing because you're sharing yourself with other people, or you're like,
well, no, what's really messed up, bragging with body count. Yeah, I never understood that. Like when my best friend in high school was dating multiple men, and she was like, oh, I'm dating 3 different dudes this week and like 3 different dudes next week, and I'm like, why? It's just so weird, man. It's like, why? Same with like, we had dudes brag about like how many chicks they brought home, and I'm like, okay, cool, I guess.
Talking to other people, and now like this person's like attached because they thought you were available and like you were exclusive, but like you're not. Just be honest. Imagine our society, imagine our generation if we were just all honest with each other, especially about relationships. Like, a lot of people would be butthurt, but I feel like there would still be less people who weren't as hurt. Open relationships, that doesn't make sense to me, because some situations it might, or certain circumstances, but in general, like if you want an open relationship, just like don't be together, because clearly you're fine with your partner being with other people. I would literally be so mad. Like I could literally never. Why are you even with that person? A lot of times the guy that like wants an open relationship too, and the girl's like, I'll just go with it because I don't want him to break up with me. It's like, girl, he doesn't want you. He literally wants to smash other people while he's with you and still get you at the end of the night. Please. Lying about feelings. People who lie about feelings, it's like, what are you doing? There's no need to like lie to someone about like how you feel about them if just because you want to get them. Oh, I only want you for this. That's fine. So I know what's going on. Or, oh, I feel a certain way about you, but I'm gonna act like I don't. Like for what? Like grow up and be mature. I feel like I don't understand that either. So immature and pathetic in our generation. And then doing the bare minimum.
I mean, that kind of goes hand in hand with being young, but yes. A lot of people are playing the whole anime trope of like tsundere. And I'm like, bro, that's cute in anime, but make your intentions clear in real life, please.
Unfortunately for us girlies, the bare minimum is so, it's like the bar's in hell. I literally see girls be like, oh my god, he opened the car door for me. It's like, as you should. I mean, like, honestly, it sucks because we get excited about stuff like that, but that's like the least.
Oh, girl. You haven't met the side of the internet that goes like, men should not open the door because it's misogynistic. Man, you're a strong, independent woman. You can open your own door. You don't need no man for that. So I'm like, bro, the bare minimum. Yes, you should be happy that he does that because it means that he hasn't been hurt by people on the internet that shit on you. Like, again, I had literally people get upset over like opening the door for them, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, you can open your own door, but I'm holding it for you because I can and I want to, and it makes your life easier. Like, calm down.
They should be doing if they're touching you, talking to you every day, and blah blah blah. I feel like I should have made a part 2, but I have like a way longer list. This is just like a little snippet. But like, I feel like everyone's just settling now because like nobody's perfect. But I feel like a lot of the reasons why nobody's.
I love the fact that she's saying everyone is settling now. No, they're doing the opposite of settling. They're staying in relationships while not settling because they deserve better. And they have way too fucking high standards to actually settle for something. And again, like, why the fudge? Why is it so normal for people to be like, oh, you're settling? So what? It's not a bad thing. Exactly. Settling is the definition of a relationship. Like, it's not, you're not losing out when you settle. You just, it's called settling down. You're putting the base roots. You're building your home, your future with someone. Like, you're choosing that person. You're not settling for them. How fucking disrespectful is it for the other partner to go like, yeah, I settled for you. There was better, but like, I'll have to do with you. People are so weird with how they view the world, man. Yeah, I'll find my perfect partner one day. Exactly. It's so mean.
It's perfect is because people don't want to be exceptional, or they don't think somebody deserves going above and beyond. So they just like settle for the bare minimum. And guys won't even like take a girl out on a date anymore because they're like, that's too much. But it's not too much to ask what you doing at 2 a.m. Like, BFFR. I have so many more things to say. Like, I just need to talk so much shit. I'll probably make a part 2.
And you show interest in a person, that makes you weird. Like,
bruh, I've literally never related to anything more, and it literally makes me feel like there's something wrong with me. But I genuinely just like am not like the type to like play games or like ignore you for a week or act like I don't like you so you like me more.
Oh god, I had a person that I talked to that was doing mind games with men, and I hated it. I was like, why are you doing this? Why? What? It's like, oh, he texted me. I can't text back for another like 3 hours because I'll sound desperate. I'm like, just reply. Like, what the fuck, man? Why the mind games?
I just literally can't do it. Like, if I like you, I'm gonna reach out. If I like you, I'm gonna make plans with you. If I like you, I'm going to text you. If I had a good time on a date, I'm gonna let you know. Like, what? I literally like have no hope, bro. And I feel like every single time I start getting closer to a guy and like we're dating for a while or whatever, they literally get freaked out. I don't know if they get freaked out or if they just don't like me. Like, I don't know what it is, because I know it's not me, bitch. No, but like they literally just seem to get freaked out. Or if I like put pressure on them to like act right, they don't like that, because they want a bitch who's gonna put up with them not acting right, and they get to just do whatever they want and treat the girl however they want. So I've noticed that when I call that out in certain men,
people don't deal with honesty well.
They don't like that.
Unfortunately.
They get really upset and angry, and then they gaslight you and flip the script and make you feel like you're the weirdo, like you're crazy, like you're doing too much. Like, bro, we've been dating for 6 months and I'm not your girlfriend, bitch. What?
Jesus, what the fuck? Dude, if you're dating someone for 6 months and you're still not a girlfriend status, what? You had an ex pretend she was another woman to see if you'd cheat on her. Jesus fucking Christ, man. That is fucked up. That is so fucked up. Life would be better if everyone was exclusive by default. I agree with that, and I stand by that statement. Like, genuinely, I think people need to have the exclusivity thing tossed out and just go back to assuming you're exclusive instead of having the talk. But sadly, because it's not the case, you kind of have to have the talk. But people should fucking have the talk early, not 6 months in a relationship, man. Like, my ex, I was with him for 6 months when he flipped the tune on me. Like, we were together, and after 6 months, he showed me his true colors, where he was like, you're not allowed to go out with just guys. You're not allowed to, like, you're gonna be stay at home. And you're no longer gonna have a PC when you become my wife, like shit like that. And I was like, I'm studying for my master degree in computer science. What do you mean I won't have a PC? my hobbies are gaming, and I want to go into game design. Like, huh? So yeah, but he was so different before that. He wasn't possessive. He wasn't weird with me before that. But we dated 6 months. That's a freaking fairly long time to be like, you're not even my girlfriend for this generation. Like, what? And what, I don't know, man. Like, he was looking for someone to stay at home and raise the kids and take care of the house, which is fine. You can look for that. That's perfectly acceptable. It's just like, he could have been clear from the start with me. The part that bothered me was just his possessiveness. Like, I can't go out with my friends if they're just like my male friends. I'm like, the fact that you're possessive and you don't trust me to not cheat on you says more about you than anything. Like, if I'm with someone and they don't trust me in 6 months in a relationship, I'm like, bro, I won't see a future with you. Studying computer science, Paws, nerd confirmed. Yeah, I have a master's degree in computer science. I know a lot of programming languages that I do nothing with. I mean, I did do the Valentine dating game. I did do the dating simulator for you guys, you know.
But yeah, like, no, it's not gonna work for me. So it's like, I don't know, I just feel like people are extremely afraid of commitment, which I get. Like, I have a fear of commitment too, but at the same time, I'm willing to put myself out there and like take a risk and see where shit goes. Like, you're never going to have a serious, healthy relationship if you don't do that.
I agree.
I think when you show interest or attention in men, it only freaks men who aren't ready for that commitment. That freaks them out, and then they run for the fucking hills. Or if you want something more serious and they just want to fuck you, they're running for the hills. And I find this happening, and I
think it's good to be honest, though.
I do not hook up with them until, like, unless you are my boyfriend, I'm not fucking you. We're not hooking up. Like, we'll make out and shit, but I'm not fucking you. And recently I dated a guy, and I feel like this happened. Like, we went on a
Makes
few dates,
sense.
and I wasn't hooking up with him. And he really wanted to hook up, and I was like, no. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I'm gonna be like, just all these excuses, right, to like not continue dating, which is fine. That just weeds out the guys who aren't meant for you, or who are looking just to get in your pants.
It pretty much does.
I was upset and hurt, but at the same time, I'm so glad that I stood my ground and kept my boundaries up, because if I had hooked up with him, I would have been even more hurt and upset. But yeah, dating in the
I'm like so shocked that for some reason that's even a thing where you have to like talk about and end up setting your boundary again. Like, that used to be the norm. Or maybe that's because we're raised very religious here. Why are you hooking up or playing around with the people who just want your body? That's what she's saying. She's saying that, like, she used to be chill, but realized that some people only wanted to have sex. You know, like, just wanted to have sex with her and then vanish, you know, use her as a booty call. This should not be a life-changing epiphany. It's sad that we are at the point where it is. Because it was instilled in you as a kid, at least here. Again, I can't talk about the entire fucking world, but here, you know, saving yourself for marriage was normal. Having sex was not normal. She said she'll still play around, just not hook up. No, that's not what she said. She literally said that. Okay, she said that she's gonna kiss the person, and she's not gonna have sex with them until they're girlfriend and boyfriend. Like, you know, the early stages of relationship, the awkward stages where you're kind of like holding hands, you start kissing. A lot of people, for some reason, run for the hills when you try and be boyfriend and girlfriend for the first kiss. I'm just like, to me, it's very fucking weird because, like, if you kissed someone, they were your boyfriend. That's how we grew up. You weren't just like, unless obviously you kissed someone for a freaking challenge, you know, at the usual truth or dare parties. You know, where you played with the bottle and the bottle ended up with two people, you spun the bottle, shit like that.
Generation is fucking whack. It's weird. I don't understand. Like, I don't want to play games. Like, do you like me or not? Like, come on.
Okay, so I saw a girl on TikTok talk about how without dating apps, you would have to just find experiences and find people in person. Like, if Bumble, Hinge, and Tinder were not a thing, people would have to resort to how people dated in the past. Which is literally just going up to someone that you find hot or cute or interesting and telling them. But nobody does that anymore. And I feel like
they
it's
still
literally
do.
due to the fact that, well, at least in heterosexual dating, the guys don't want to approach the girls because they don't want to seem like creeps or desperate. And then the girls don't want to approach the guys because the girls don't think it's their job. You should never chase. You need to attract. You can't like.
That is true. That is a communication problem.
That makes you seem needy. Like all these different societal constructs, and it's made me literally paralyzed. Like I can't tell a guy that I think he's cute, even if I do.
Yes, you can.
Our generation needs help for dating. Like
the help that you need for dating is realizing that yes, you can fucking go to a guy and be like, hey, you're cute and you're mine now, and you drag them in your girl cave, not the coochie, but you know what I mean, chat. No, but seriously, all people need to realize is they can fucking be honest. They can just be like, I like you, yoink, you're mine now. I know so many people that have done that successfully. Just went to a dude and went like, hey, I find you attractive, I would like to be with you. Just fucking be upfront. What's the worst that can happen? They say no? Oh, you get to experience what you do to other dudes when you say no and they annoy you? Oh no. This generation pretends that interacting with a person is social anxiety. I know. Like, I get that there are serious cases of social anxiety, but there are so many people that are like, I can't go and talk to anyone. I'm too afraid. I'm like, how are you going to function in society? How are you going to function going to have a conversation with your coworker? How are you going to go and ask for something from the security guard in your office when you forgot your keys? Like, fucking talk to people. You don't have to be romantic with them to have conversations with them. The worst you can say is no longer no, I'm afraid of getting destroyed. You just have to accept that some people will not find you attractive, and it's not you, it's them. Like, they can be very harsh and they can be very mean. Both sides can be very harsh and very mean. And there's nothing you can do about that. Like, you have to keep putting yourself out there, because the alternative is building up a wall where no one can ever get in, and then you will truly be alone. So choose for yourself which one hurts you more. A short jab where someone calls you ugly or says that you're, like, I don't know, worse than poop for them, or being alone forever. Yeah, I know. Getting called a creep sucks. People, for some reason, feel they're very honest when it comes to insulting people, but not with their feelings, which is ironic. It's really hard to engage in a polite way with that mentality, because they think they're all 10-10s. Yeah, it really is. I have seen this happen as well. Like, people having the mentality of just, I am worthy and how dare you reject me, you know? But I find that it happens less if you're not going to actual clubs and stuff, personally. I don't know if that's the case, but personally, I think it's less so.
Serious help.
The way us Gen Zs date now is so weird, and I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around it. It is always right. I am not ready for a relationship, but I want to be in a mutual exclusive situationship with you. How is that different? As a fellow Gen Z, I need my Gen Z friends to help me explain. Thank you.
Not dating casually or...
I love the high pitched. It's like, how is it different? Oh, man. Oh.
in committed relationships, because what would be the point when...
So she's talking about Gen Z, and she's 100% right. A lot of people in today's age do not know how to be healthy in a relationship. Everyone wants to live that single life. Let me explain why. Everybody wants to go out, live that single life, live like they don't have a person that loves and cares about them at the house or whatever.
Why would you want to live
like that? No one wants to think about their
that?
partner when they're going, doing things. No one wants to
Why?
understand and respect the boundaries that their other person has set. Every single person wants to go party, go to bars and clubs. Everyone wants...
Why? I'm like, why would you even want that? I feel like not. I think like a very few people actually want that, truly want that. At least from all the conversations that I have with people, I don't know a single person that wants that. Like, even in my generation, like when we went to clubs, it was every now and then just for dancing. As I did say it in another video, you don't go to clubs for dating or for hooking up. You just go there to dance and to have to be slightly boozed, you know, like slightly lightheaded, buzzed. There we go, that's the word. You go there to get a light buzz and to dance and have fun. You don't go there to hook up. It's way too fucking loud and you don't get to talk to anyone. So Like, if you find people that just want to go clubbing, they're not gonna date you. They're probably not gonna, they're not that interested in that. Like, I don't know, man.
Wants to be talking
Where are people looking for others,
people want to
man?
get the attention and validation. No one wants to really sit and think about what this is going to actually affect in my life, my relationship, but especially my partner's mental and emotional health. Everyone wants to sit around, act like it's not a big deal, when in reality, this is affecting every single person. Whether that's you're the one that's going out and cheating, or whether you're the partner that is getting cheated on. This is affecting everybody and no one understands. Being in a relationship nowadays, a healthy one, is a huge blessing. And I mean a healthy relationship as in respecting the boundaries, understanding your partner 100%, loving your partner unconditionally, pushing your
You don't have to understand your partner 100%, man, to be in a healthy relationship.
partner to be better every single day, as well with that being reciprocated. And many more too. But no one knows.
He's very idealistic. Like, you can tell his issue with dating is the fact that he's very idealistic as well. Like, the way he's speaking, he has this fantasy about, like, people being together, supporting each other, elevating each other, building a future together 100%, right? But, like, dating is not really always like that. Yes, that is the end goal. But to get there, you usually have to go for the nitty of gritty of discovering each other, dealing with your issues, finding common ground, compromising. Like, compromising is a big deal in relationships. You're not gonna fucking find someone who understands you 100% and pushes you 100% and has the exact same vibe. Like, what you're searching for is the fucking unicorn of relationships. Like, why are people like? He's talking about, like, how others want, like, they want too much, and he's there like, I want too much.
Nowadays, how to be healthy in a relationship, but no one is healthy mentally, physically, and emotionally for themselves. This whole Gen Z.
No one is fucking mentally 100% healthy in general, dude. Everyone has fucking trauma. Like, not everyone is healthy physically either. They can have good relationships, man.
It is all about social media. With that being said, everybody's on social media every single day looking
that
at
does
people,
sucks, yes.
setting unrealistic goals. You know, it's okay to have standards. It's okay. I have standards myself. But with everybody on social media, everybody thinks that they can attract that when in reality, everybody is mostly average. Even at the point I'm average. No one understands that just because your partner doesn't look the way that this person does, that the person isn't making this much, doesn't mean that they're not worth it. Everybody has a different pace in their life. Everyone's at a different point in their life. And everybody's using social media as a comparison and as a dating site. If their partner doesn't look like this, if their partner isn't living a life like this.
I think, like, the people that are literally using social media as a way to like evaluate the standards that they should have for who they find in their life are just missing out on so many good men and women out there. I have said it before, like, measure how much time you actually spend online and then try and reduce that number, because it's freaking unhealthy. You're never gonna find people if you're just constantly looking for, like, the unicorns.
Why should I even care about the relationship? People have to understand that nowadays social media is ruining everybody's mental and emotional health.
The problem with talking to your parents about advice, Looney, is, like, your parents don't really know what to tell you. They're taking too much from slice of life anime for sure, I think. But, like, let's say, like, I had a kid, right? And my kid would start dating now, hypothetically. I wouldn't fucking know what to tell them where to go to date, because, like, I wouldn't tell them to go clubbing today. And the only advice I can be, like, just go to things that you're passionate about, and eventually you might find people, or go back to fucking uni. But, like, it's very different. My mom, when she was young, all she did was work. She came to the capital city at the age of 14, and she was having school and studying at night. She had like night lessons in high school. She was going to like an evening high school, and she was working in a factory as a kid. That was her life. Eventually, like, she met my dad because they were neighbors, I think. I think that's how they met. So yeah, like, the way they met could still happen, I guess, but it's not like it's real advice that like you can really talk to about. People will look at you and be like, what the fuck? Yeah, no social media, no internet. But I think the no social media part is still healthy. Because, like, there are a lot of people that don't spend time on social media. Again, the person that was saying dating here sucks was saying that everyone tells them to go on Instagram. And I'm like, not everyone. Just the people, like, they were going to clubs for dating and saying that they were meeting a lot of Instagram people. And I'm like, okay, you're in a capital city and you're going to clubs where you find most of the people that go to take fancy lifestyle pictures for their Insta. And they tell you to add them on Insta. I'm like, that should be a red flag, dude. That's not someone you want to date. That's someone who wants you to follow them and be their follower. Like, I don't use social media for the most part. Outside of my job, outside of the very little thing that I end up using it, I avoid it. So it's like, find people that are not caught up in this whole clicks and views and like getting more likes on their shit.
Because of the expectation, the validation, and the attention that everybody is getting on there and looking for. Especially too with relationships nowadays, no one knows how to respect boundaries. No one understands how to truly communicate a healthy communication. No one knows how to do that. No one has communication skills. And it's unfortunate because a lot of the people out here that want a relationship are suffering from toxic ones. Because
it's another problem that COVID did and that people are starting to realize. They lost their high school years or their uni years to COVID. And they lost so much to learn how to be in society and to communicate with others. And it's truly unfortunate because, like, yes, you are kind of handicapped in that regard. People that just don't know how to talk anymore to others.
This population in this world is unhealthy. Seriously.
This is why guys aren't dating right now. And it's because a lot of them are just grinding, right?
I love videos like this because it shows like just how disconnected a lot of dudes are from the world around them, right? Like if you have any women in your life in any capacity and you listen to them, you would know that the reason most guys aren't dating isn't because they're like too busy working hard and on their future. It's because most guys aren't likable and women don't want to talk to them. Also find this really interesting.
Yeah, nice way to blame the guys, that the guys are not likable. If you have any woman in your life and you listen to the shit that she's saying, you get a one-sided view about a feministic approach of how the guys are the problem, and then you agree with them because, yeah, the Lululand much? The Lululand. How about you just have, like, you know, your own opinions, man? It's easy to be like, pretend to be what the other side wants. Don't be an individual. There are so many people like that. Chameleons. People that have no fucking opinion, no say, no personality. They just say whatever they think you want to hear, and they kind of just emulate what you are. They kind of like mimic it, like sounding boards. And there are so many people like that. It's so weird.
Because there is a world where you can be working deeply and intently on what you want your future to be and what you want to see in your career, and also have a thriving relationship as long as you find somebody that has that same type of mentality.
Oh, yeah. Good advice. Hey guys, did you know you could have a good relationship if you just find someone? Oh, man. Just find someone.
Did you know that Barack Obama was interning at a law firm in Chicago during his first year of Harvard Law School?
Yeah, did you know that Barack Obama was interning at a law firm while he was in Harvard? Hey guys, all you need to do is just go to Harvard and get an internship with a law firm.
And that's where he met Michelle Obama, at a law firm. And she was the intern leader. She was the overseer. So yeah, like I promise you, there's a ton of guys dating right now. You just aren't.
Ton of guys dating, just not you. Way to like throw it out there. Way to be part of the fucking problem. Just go somewhere where exclusively rich people go and fuck your mentor. Yep. It's kind of like, hey guys, you should date your teacher. The fuck, man. Just go to uni and meet your teacher there. Future wife. Sometimes, like, he's not wrong. There are a ton of guys dating. There are a ton of women dating. Are they dating successfully? Are they dating happily? That's a different thing, right? But yes, there are a ton of guys dating. But realistically, what it boils down to, what he's at least I think trying to say is, if you go out, right, you could find someone at your uni, you could find someone at your job, you could potentially find someone in like, you know, a club or environment, not as in a club is in like a book club or like something of the sort. It's not club. Right? So like going out and living your life can result in you finding someone, which I think is what he was trying to say. Poorly.
Dating is so hard, I don't understand it. What don't you understand? Okay, so you meet somebody and you go out on a date and you kiss. On the lips? Yes, on the lips. Okay, just checking. Okay, so now that you kissed, that means that you're together, right? No, not really. Okay, but you've gone on more dates and you keep kissing, so that means you're together. No, it just means that you're talking. Talking? Yeah, you're not dating, you're just talking. Okay, so what happens if we go out on a few more dates and we start liking each other? Now we're together. Nope, now you are catching feels. So we're not talking anymore, we're just catching feels. Pretty much. Okay, but after one of our dates, we made sexy time with each other. Nice. So after sex, now we're together. Nope. Now you are in a situationship. What is a situationship?
See, this is exactly the issue.
Romantic arrangement. I don't even know what the hell that means. It just means that you're both confused. Jesus Christ. Okay, so at what point am I in a relationship with somebody? Honestly, when you both just communicate how you feel about each other. Oh, that seems pretty easy and straightforward. Yes, but nobody does it.
I don't know why you think we're more than what we are. You said you loved me and you could see me carrying your children? I think you read into that. Oh yeah, no, I saw something that wasn't there.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that ending to this video, man? I'm just like, huh? That kind of sums it up, chat. Yeah. I mean, in the first minute, I kind of summed it up. Just fucking talk about being exclusive early. Very early. I have no words, man. I have no words. Okay, YouTube. If you made it this far, I will be surprised because it's a fucking 1 hour video, but if you made it this far, comment down below. Boop. I have nothing better, but boop. So, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for being here, and thank you for taking the time to like leave a comment or like the video, subscribe and stuff. It means a lot, and I do appreciate it. Thank you, YouTube, and see you next time. Bye. Bye. Like, how do I wave?